Composition, which is what we're doing today, is a group of functions that you need when you substitute an entire function in for x in a different function. It can be written two ways. We say this by f of g of x, or it looks like fog, but whenever you see that open circle, just go ahead and just draw a parentheses, and we'll get there later. But open circle, draw the parentheses. Okay, so for your sake and my sake, I want you guys. Hold on 1 second. Grab some.
Did you get that highlighter?
Alright. So what I want you guys to do, that's on example 1. Guys, focus with me. Okay, I want you to highlight whatever is in the inside. So k of x is on the inside. What that means is, off to the side, I'm going to write out what k of x is. And k of x is 3x. Or is magnified. Okay, my k of x is 3x. On the outside, I have the function g. What is g of x according to they already gave me? What is it? 2x minus 3. Please do not skip steps right now. Write exactly what I'm writing. So what we're doing, we are taking whatever's on the inside and we're plugging it in here. We're plugging it in for that x. I want you to draw your arrow and everything. Write exactly what I'm writing. So you have 2 times 3x minus 3. And we can solve it. What's 2 times 3x? 6x, and I bring down my negative 3. You can't combine any like terms. That's my answer.
Oh, this is easy.
You think it's easier? I don't know why I thought it was harder. I don't know. But this is the 3rd class in a row to say it's easier, so I believe you guys. Any questions on number 1?
No.
Alright, number 2. On the inside, I'm going to highlight it. That part is very important. If you mess that up, then you'll be in trouble. Off to the side, I'm going to write out whatever's on the inside. F of x is x squared plus 2. Isaac, what function do I have on the outside?
You have
My f of x on the inside, what's on the outside?
k of x.
So k of x, and k of x is just 3x. So I'm going to take my inside function, which is here, and I'm going to plug it in for x. What you guys have to remember is that when we plug in the inside to the outside, always use parentheses. Always, always, always. So I have 3 times x squared plus 2. If you don't put that parentheses there, both of them, that changes your whole answer. So always make sure when you plug in, you use parentheses. right, let's distribute. 3 times x squared, 3 times 2. That's my answer. Good on 1 and 2?
Yep.
All right, now I have g of all right, so I have g of j of x. First things first, I want to get rid of that open circle. So I just add parentheses so I can see what's on the inside. J of x is on the inside. So what is j of x?
Negative 5x.
Okay. On the outside, I have g of x. So my g of x is 2x minus 3. Eric, what do I do with this inside piece over here?
Put it in the wall.
Yep. It's going to plug in for x. Alright. When I rewrite this in parentheses, I'm plugging in negative 5x plus 4. And then I just rewrite my minus 3. Yep. This is all basic math at this point that you know. Distribute the 2. 2 times negative 5, negative 10x. And 2 times 4 is positive 8. Bring down your negative 3. Do I have any like terms here? Well, 10x is by itself. I can't combine that with anything. What about 8 and negative 3? So 8 minus 3 is positive 5. Am I going too fast? Or you guys getting this? You getting it? Okay. Jenny, are you good? What about you, Karen? Good? You guys good over there? Let's look at example 4. I automatically see where I have an open circle, so I just put parentheses. Jeffrey, what's my inside guy? Oh, yep. So we have f of x f of x equals x squared plus 2. Isaac, what's on the outside?
The outside is J x is negative 5x.
So I'm taking my inside man and I'm plugging it in for x. So you should have negative 5 times, in parentheses, x squared plus 2, and then positive 4. so let's go ahead and distribute. You should get negative 5x squared. Negative 5 times 2 is negative 10 plus 4. I have like terms of negative 10 plus 4. So that becomes negative 6. Any questions so far? Two more and then you guys can work on your own. Example 5. An inside guy is what, Cheney? What'd you say? Yep. A G function. You guys know what G-Func is? No one here knows what G-Func is? I'm gonna play some after this. Alright. 2x minus 3. Alright, Eric, which function's on the outside? We have f of x, which is what? Alright, be careful going ahead on this problem, guys. Make sure you're paying attention. When I take my inside guy, 2x minus 3, and I plug it in for x, that is going to become, what did you say? See, this is where it looks to be that way, but it's not. So this is the confusing part. When we have 5 squared, that means, you don't have to write this down, this is just for you to see. 5 squared is 5 times 5, right? Like, so it's 5 times itself. Here, it's the same thing. We're not distributing. Everyone thinks that we distribute that. That's not what we do. This means I have 2x minus 3 times 2x minus 3. And then I can bring down my plus 2. Okay, so we're not distributing that 2 to be, like someone earlier, the wrong way of doing this, thought the answer was 4x squared minus 9. You guys see? Because they just distributed. No, never, 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 never. Alright, so once we get here, we got a FOIL. So I have 2 binomials. I should probably leave that. Hi, you need something?
Oh, is this not ready?
She's next to her.
Oh, next.
Yeah. Alright, let's solve this out. When I FOIL, I do my first times my first. 2x times 2x would give me 4x squared. The O stands for outer. 2x times negative 3 gives me negative 6x. I stands for inner, so I'm multiplying the inner numbers. Negative 3 times 2x, which is negative 6x. And then the L stands for last, my last 2 numbers in each parenthesis. So negative 3 times negative 3, which is positive 9. And then we can also bring down my 2. Do I have any like terms here?
Yeah.
Well, 4x squared is by itself, right? What about negative 6x minus 6x? What's negative 6 minus 6? Negative 12. You gotta be careful with that one because most people forget that negative in front. So it's negative 6 minus 6. And then I have 9 plus 12 plus 2 is, this is my answer. Alright, last one. Or you can do it on your own. Alright, example 6. On the inside, I have k of -2. We'll think back to what we did on day 2, last class. This is still k of x, okay? It's just they're telling us to sub in -2 once we get there. K of x is 3x, right? But instead of x, what number do I need? -2, right? So I'm plugging in -2. What's my answer for this? What's 3 times -2? -6. Did that make sense? Okay. My inside function is still k, but instead of x, we had to plug in -2 for x. My f function is x squared plus 2. Instead of x, I'm plugging in what, Jeremy? What do I plug in instead of x?
-6.
-6. So I have in parentheses -6 squared plus 2. Pause for a second and just look up here. This is why your parentheses are important. If you have -6 squared in your calculator, that means -6 times -6, which you get positive 36, right? If you forget your parentheses, that's saying -6 times 6, which would give you a -36. Positive 36 and -36 are very, very different. Make sure you always have your parentheses. You can type this right into your calculator. Let me know what you get. You should get 38. Okay, that was perfect timing. What we're going to do now is you're going to have, what's it, 34? 34. Yeah, about 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes, do the last 3 problems. Then when I come back, I'll put them on the board and you can check your answers, okay? You can work by yourself or with a partner. Okay. All right, we should get 2 times -8 plus 6. You can put that right into your calculator. And you get -16 plus 6, which gives you -10. Okay. Number 8, you guys should get -8. Anyone get that?
Number 8, no.
Okay, let's go. The inside function is q. The q of x is x squared minus 5, but instead of x, I'm plugging in what?
3, -3.
The -3. Make sure you put it in parentheses. If you don't, you will get a completely different answer. So -3 squared gives me 9 minus 5, which is 4. Okay? So that's my q of -3 function. Okay? My t function is -2x, but instead of x, I'm plugging in 4. And so you should get -2 times 4, which is -8. If you're not getting these right, did you see your mistake?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm forgetting that.
You're forgetting to add what?
The 3s.
Like whatever they put in the inside? Alright, and then the last one, with the bell, my inside function is s. My s function negative 3x plus 1. I have nothing else to plug in there, right? Because it's just an x. So I'm done with that. The outside, I have my t, which is negative 2x. So I'm taking this, plug it in, put it in parentheses so you don't forget to distribute. So you have negative 2 times negative 3x plus 1. When you distribute, you get 6x minus 2. Any questions? Okay, while you guys are copying that down, turn to your homework C. I want you to write at the very top of your page, you can either do evens only or odds only. There's 14 problems, front and back, so you're going to be doing 7. If you want to do all of them, which is perfectly fine, you'll get extra credit. Not just mark it on your assignment sheet. Make sense? All right. Good job. You made it.
So, remember, we need to